Good evening. You're tuned into the Voice of Harrisburg, and we're running a few minutes late today. We had a slight glitch in the computers. We always have glitches in the computers around here. Yes, sir, we do. And I'm I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and you've tuned in for about an hour of pulchritude and despair. We always have despair. We have that much pulchritude and that much I can't see it over there. Where am I? I can't follow myself. There, where am I? You have that much, a whole lot of despair and a little bit of pulchritude. Anyway, we're going to talk about everything tonight. We're going to talk about the great copyright blunder from YouTube. That's a riot. Let me tell you, that's coming up. That's a laugh riot. Be sure to stick around for that because you don't want to miss that. That's funny. So speaking of the great copyright. Emir Mulholland Group, Sandoval's middle stepdaughter, middle daughter. Anyway, you're tuned to the Voice of Harrisburg. I'm your host, Will Scoggins. Thank you for joining us on this hot and steamy July 28th. Yeah, 28th. We're almost to August. Woo, the dog days is here. We only got not very long before we got to go back to school. Well, I don't. I'm not ever going back to school, I don't think. I got to get the kids. Hey, maybe one day I can do a back to school special. Yeah. Hey, maybe I can do that during the morning. I can do like George Fisher used to do. Get the kids up in the morning, play a record. Get the kids. He used to have a little march. Get the kids ready to go to school and play this little marching song. And you marched out the door to go to school. Wonder where I got that from. Anyway, Anybody ever remember listening to WBIA in Augusta? Used to listen to that silly shit in the morning. Yeah. Wow. So anyway, yeah, local history there for you. George Fisher, WBIA, died some years ago. I don't know whoever got his record collection. I don't know if he ever even had a good record collection. He might have. Oh, anyway, it is the 28th day of July. Let me see what we got going here tonight. We got our choice of music. We were going to get to the great copyright bungle of 2012. It's rather hilarious. Some rather minor incident, but it's rather funny. Between yours truly and YouTube. It's so funny. Okay, that was Psychedelic Pedestrian Druid March, and you're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins. And I was looking here, we had Celebrity Death Watch. We've been playing that game all year. Who died this week? Chad Everett died, and somebody else. And if you can tell me who died, I'd appreciate it. Somebody else besides Chad Everett. If you were a fan of those doctor shows on TV back in the 60s, he was on my Medical Center. He was Dr. Jim. Had one of those macho names, Jim Gannon. I think it was Jim Gannon or John Gannon, Dr. Gannon. You know, Dr. Gannon, start the O2 stat. You know, that kind of shit. He kind of said that shit all the time. Nurse, show me your tits, stat. That kind of stuff. And somebody else died. Somebody on TV, and I can't remember who it was. I'm sitting here trying to think, and it's not coming to me. So if you could, if you want to message me on I'm on Facebook now, so if you want to chat with me on Facebook, you can, and fill in the blank on who else passed away from. I know who it was. Moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, it was our favorite man from the Laundry, George Jefferson. Yes, sir. Sherman Hemsley, and played George Jefferson, and the guy on Amen. I don't know what his character was. I quit watching him. I quit watching the Jeffersons after the Mr. Bentley died. I couldn't stand it anymore. Anyway, so I don't think Mr. the Englishman, I don't think he ever died. I think after Lionel left, it got kind of boring. Florence, the maid, what was her name? Florence, the smart-ass maid. I really could have done a lot with that if they had put it on cable. Couldn't you seen that on cable? Her smoking reefer in the kitchen or something, and then finding it. Oh yeah, that would have been killer stuff if we could have just done it on cable. You remember that he always called that white couple, that interracial couple upstairs, that zebra couple. Oh man, they couldn't get away with that stuff now. God. And him and Archie Bunker used to go at it. That was funny stuff in those days. Anyway, so yeah, those are two people that died. I got my celebrity. If anybody else knows it, anybody who died, tell me. I don't know. I don't know everything. Let's see. Let's go to let's try the Blue Onesies, and this is a glass of wine, I think. Let me see. Yeah, glass of wine by Blue Onesies.
Me with my glass of wine, I am feeling fine. I saw my friend today, but now she's gone away. We've been drinking wine, 'cause she likes drinking too. For us any wine will do. Red wine explains the mess, and the meth smell on our breaths. White wine makes my lips screw. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I went to church when I was 7, so I could get to heaven. I went to church when I was 9, so I could drink the wine. So I could drink the wine. But now all my wine is gone. It doesn't last in the glass for long. Now it's in my head, and so is my friend, and so is this song. And so is this song. Me with my glass of wine.
Oh, sorry, it'll start over. And wasn't quick enough there. Blue onesies, either from New Zealand or Australia. I can't quite remember which. I'd have to go look that one back up. You can Google them if you want to. Called Glass of Wine. We can talk about the great, well, not the great, it's not great. It's not. It's really no big deal. It's sort of funny in its own way. You know, when we have these shows, when I do these shows, I record them because Ustream has a neat way of broadcasting and recording at the same time. So what I do every week, that when we don't have storms and computer glitches and stuff like that, is I record the shows and I go back and upload them to YouTube. Well, I've been going through my video collection on YouTube, and I've been getting some messages from them, and I got messages on let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs, and they told me I didn't have copyright rights on 7 songs. So I went through, and one song I just knew flat out was just like absolute bullshit. The song was When You by Season November, and we were the only outlet anywhere in the entire universe that had rights to do Season November's When You. I mean, we were the only people that premiered it ever the first time. I mean, I got an email and I got a letter coming in the mail that's going to say that I could, and I get this little thing from YouTube that says you don't have the right to do that. It's like I was told I could do it even before anybody even knew the damn song was out. And so it's like that. I was rolling on the floor laughing so hard at that one. And so then there was a couple more, like, you know, I get these songs off of WFMU has a free music archive, and you got to be sure when you go through that you check the licenses on the songs, because a lot of bands put songs up there, and you got to be sure you got the right licenses. So I went through and I double checked the licenses, and there was one song that I didn't check right the license. Okay, I got one that I kind of screwed up on, and that was the Black Lips, and we're going to have to take it off. And you know, I apologized to him and said I'd take it off and I'd never do it again, and I was in the wrong. But the other songs are like, come on, they're all like, you can use, it says blatantly you can rebroadcast them, you can retransmit them, and it's so stupid. But the thing that I think insults me the worst about this whole thing, it's not even a big deal, I don't think, but it just makes me so fucking mad. It just makes me want to, is they said I played a Richard Marx song. Now, anybody that knows me knows I would rather drive hot blazing nails through my eyes with a hammer than intentionally play a Richard Marx song. I mean, there was things I'd rather do. I would rather lick the hot pavement when it's 100 5 degrees outside, lick a mile of hot pavement, than play a Richard Marx song. Come on, anybody who knows me knows I would not play a Richard Marx song knowingly. Now, maybe it's, maybe with some of this new sample and stuff, it's embedded, and I don't know Richard Marx, all of his stuff, but I personally, knowingly, would not ever play a Richard Marx song on this program, and anybody who knows me wouldn't do it. And that's what really makes me mad. And it's just this is a little horse shit. It doesn't mean anything in a great big world, wide world of things, but it's just nonsense. And somebody had to sit down, and they had to go through, and they had to look, and they had to send me shit like that, and just. And they were wrong on how many damn songs they were right on one song. It's like, anyway, never mind. It's over. It's done with. But I will not play Richard Marx on here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, somebody I will play, who I do have permission to play. Let me go ahead and play this song that I do have permission to play. And this one I do have permission to play. Assholes. This is Win You by Seize November. Oh, that's a great song. Seize November, Win You. It'll be coming out on a 7-inch, by the way, I think in September. They may wait till November. I told John to be sure to seize November. So anyway, so he should really. John Lester is behind that. Well, I think I can say that now. He asked me not to say anything for a while, but I think I can. I think I can say that now. He's actually at the. I think you say Yandick or Jondick show. Yandick is the outside artist from God somewhere. I don't know. It's like a big deal. He's playing at a public library in Athens, somewhere around Athens tonight, and a lot of people were going to go, and probably sold out. So anyway, I'm not sure about. I read, if you are curious about Yandick, it is Jandek. You can Google that and check it out. Dave Barbie is on that record, that Seize November record too. I'm not sure what instrument, possibly, I don't want to say it wrong, maybe guitar, maybe bass, I'm not sure. But we'll get the lineup actually out, and there are rumors of a show coming up possibly in November. But that's yet to be decided, the date and everything. They had a show, Seize November actually had their debut show 3-4 weeks ago in Athens, but I couldn't go to it. So anyway, let's go. Here's something from my old buddy here, Mr. Joe Patch. Actually, he goes under the performing name of Nine Fingers. This is called Darkness of, wait a minute, hold on. Let me look back on it just a second. Darkness of the Night. Joe's an old buddy of mine. He only plays with Nine Fingers. Me and him go way back to high school. He had a bad accident back when he was 16 years old. When me and him were playing around. It wasn't when we were actually playing, but he had to get a job in a construction site, and in the summer one year, and he was holding. As I remember right, he might can tell me really help my memory what happened, but he was holding a piece of plywood, and somebody else was sawing it, and he got his finger in the way. And he cut one of them off, and so anyway, this is Joe Patch, and he plays very well for somebody who has damaged his playing hand.
We're living on the evilness that have the chance to live. What about the love in our lives? We have the chance to give. We'll find it by the darkness of the night. By the darkness of the night. By a love that is so bright. Make everything right. By the darkness of the night. Darkness of the night. By the darkness of the night. By the darkness of the night. By a love that is so bright. Make everything right. By the darkness of the night. Darkness of the night.
Okay, that was Joe Patch with Darkness of the Night, and you're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg, and we are at the half hour, 5 minutes past the half hour mark, and we are at the Voice of Harrisburg, and we only have a few minutes left here. Let's see, like I said, tonight, Yondik, the outsider artist, is at, I knew it when he came, that made the announcement some months ago. He's at either the Clark County Library or the Oconee County Library or someplace up around Athens. The outsider artist is performing there, and that's where John Lester is tonight. So I hope everything is working out over there. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's I saw in the Metro, they're saying on August 3rd, Bloodkin's supposed to play downtown with who else? I forget exactly. Show at the Commons, and the Welfare Liners played last night at the Stillwater, and I didn't get to see that show because of these clusterfuck headaches. That's what I call them. Technically, medically, they're known as cluster headaches, but anyway, I've got my own name for them. Let's listen to Dick White and his golden guitar. The song's called Maybelle. I just love this one. I love the simplicity in this one. This is great. Dick White and his golden guitar, Maybelle.
clear night sky and a chill. Straight to my bone, it's time to head home. Knowing old Maybell I would kill. Got down on my knees and I prayed. Close at my side did she stay. She knew in her heart no more pulling that cart, and I would eat well for days.
Okay, that was Dick White and his Golden Guitar Maybell. I like that song for some reason. And I think he's from New Zealand as well. I think that came off a New Zealand compilation from the Free Music Archive. So you might check it out. It was up there a few weeks ago. And let's see, you listen to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and we got a few more minutes left here. Let's see, I'm going to go back to Seth Frightening, a song called Wake Up.
I cleared out of the clear into a broken chair that cripples a woman. She compliments my lust with gray eyes. She waits for me to take my place in her morning light. I lift my head and settle down into oblivion, thinking of myself. I'm wondering, should you even wait for me to take my place in your morning light? Don't sweat your sweet. I touch the cloud beneath your summer skirt. In my head, I slept through it. I missed it.
Okay, that was Seth Frightening, and the song's called Wake Up. I play that one a lot. I like it. You're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and we're winding up another hour, and we've had almost an hour of pulchritude and despair, and they always say, if you want to make an announcement, say the big news for last, because people remember stuff toward the last of the class. That's what they always said in school. If you got the important stuff you want to remember, tell it at the last of the class, because you remember that. You don't ever remember the stuff they talked about at the first of the lecture. And remember, every week you are getting a lecture. Believe it or not. So, yeah, found out I'm going to be a grandfather again for the third time. This one is a boy. His name is, he's already got a name, Kellen, Quinn, Seamus, Tankersley. And they're going to call him Kelly. I wish they'd call him Seamus. And then we could play him that song by Pink Floyd called Seamus. But Seamus was a, if you've ever heard the song, you know what Seamus was. Oh, I don't mean he's that. Seamus sounds cooler to me, though. I think, but what do you think would they named him Shane McGowan? That'd be kind of a curse, wouldn't it? Whoa! Oh, we don't want to do that. We'd have to put Guinness in his bottle. I know. We don't want that. Supposedly, and I don't know if it's true or not, but Shane McGowan's parents supposedly gave him alcohol at a very young age with the erroneous and false belief that it would steer him away from alcohol. I don't know who told him that. I don't think it did. I had a song I was going to play. Let me look through here. Oh, it was Dexter Romweber. Let's see. No, it wasn't Dexter Romweber. I was going to play that in a minute. Oh, it was this one here. This is another one here that I didn't have copyright on. I did, because it's got the license where you can retransmit it. So here's Wayne Hancock with Working at Working. It's a great song. Closest I've heard to You Tell Me.
Well, the rich folks call it recession, but the poor folks call it depression. Everybody's hitting the street with the low-down blues. Well, I ain't making no suggestions, but I just like to ask one question. If I can't find work, how the hell I'm gonna pay my dues? I got holes in my roof and holes in my shoes, and I sure am feeling down. Well, if I wanna have a place to lay my head, I gotta play every old honky-tonk in town. Working out of working, dodging my bills. I wonder if the president knows how I feel. I've stood in every super line around. Well, it's getting awful hard to keep living this way, staying on the edge from day to day. And if I don't find something soon, I'll be highway bound. Brother Tony Locke now. Holes in my shoes, and I sure am feeling down. Well, if I wanna have a place to lay my head, I gotta play every old honky-tonk in town. Working out, working, dodging my bills. I wonder if the president knows how I feel. I've stood in every super line around. But it's getting awful hard to keep living this way, staying on the edge from day to day. And if I don't find something soon, I'll be a highway bound. Working at a working, paying off all my dues. You'll lay your hard time blues.
Okay. That was good old Wayne Hancock and Working It Working. And we're working here towards getting here to the 1 hour mark on the Voice of Harrisburg. And we've enjoyed our show with you tonight. Play a few more and then we'll head out. Hopefully next week we won't get any silly little letters from YouTube telling us we violated somebody's copyright. I don't think that's. I think it's about the silliest bunch of nonsense I ever heard in my life. We'll play about 2 more, and I'll tell you what I think about that silliness from YouTube. It's a song from You Can Unlearn Guitar. It's called Double Suck Ball and Shame.
I know what to complain. I was feeling roused rain. I plugged into the sidewalk, starting down the street. I had a little bit of hop, skip, jump in my feet. I was heading for the bank, gonna say thank you so. There was a moment when my heart decided to stop. Down the corner, I dropped like a stone. Oh, I started to moan. Oh, love felt like a massive weight was crushing my sternum. It reached the bank or ever taste another bourbon. Oh. People just kept passing by like it was something they always see. Thought to myself, you stupid fool, why'd you move to Queens? Oh man, man, oh man. Then I whispered out the words ambulance. My neighbor stooped down and I thought I had a chance, and that motherfucker just lifted the wallet from my pants. And I sit here, my life is drifting away. I realize there's one thing, friends, that I get to say, and that is that life is a suck ball and shame. Suck ball and double suck ball and double suck ball and shame. Oh, you're born to die in a massive wave of pain. It's a suck ball and double suck ball and shame. Life. Suck, suck, suck ball, 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 suck and shame. Oh, every moment's just a humiliating game. Oh, it's so ball and shame. Oh, fiddly diddly, zip, zip, dang, dog. Flip it over one time, then throw it out the door. That sandwich, that sandwich, that sandwich, that sandwich of your love, baby. Oh yeah. So ball and shame. Every moment's just another brief burning flame. Smells like someone threw a furry, hairy dog on fire. And my fingers and my toes turn blue. Oh man, I got no plan, no way to get improvement from this position. No one's coming to my aid. Man, it feels like this record's skipping even. Suck ball and chain. You're born and you die. Everything's the same. Oh Lord, it's a suck ball and chain. Double suck, double fucking sucking game. Oh Lord, don't you know it's a suck ball and chain. Oh, Rudy, you piece of shit. I thought you were gonna call, give me some help. You're probably taking that check of mine to the bank. Oh, wait. I feel something next to my throbbing chest. That's the check I got. It's still tucked in my vest. Yeah, fuck you, Rudy. Suck ball and double, suck ball and double, suck ball and shame. Every moment of your life is a washing, humiliation, pain. Oh Lord, it's a double, suck ball and dream. Police, I can feel my soul drifting up into the gentle bosom of the Lord. Oh.
Okay, that was a double suck ball and chain by You Can Unlearn Guitar. And it's a double suck ball and chain that we are at the 1 hour mark. But you know what? We on Ustream, man. So, they're cool with us. I love y'all, Ustream. We can go over a little bit if we want to. I was thinking about having movie reviews sometime. We can do that. Let me give a straw poll. And see if anybody wants to have movie reviews. I got some I can recommend to y'all. Some of my favorites. Of course, it'll be my favorites anyway. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, of course, my favorite director, one of my favorite directors of all time is Takashi Miike. I think that's the way you say it. Japanese director, born in 1960, made one of the most frightening films I have ever seen. One of the most frightening horror films I've ever seen. I mean, it would have Jason and Freddy and the rest of them babies squalling going to their mamas. It's called Audition, and I don't recommend it if you're squeamish. I've seen it 3 times. It scares. I know what's going to happen. It scares the shit out of me every time. If you are at least any bit squeamish, I don't recommend Audition. If you scare easy, don't get it. It is not for the faint of heart. All I can tell you is, here's the plot, right? It's not much of a plot. On the surface, it's a sweet little love story. It's a rather unusual story. It's just about a man in Japan. A middle-aged man has a son. His wife dies when the kid is like 8. The kid's like 16. The man's lonely. He's in TV production or movie production or something. I don't quite get what. And he has a rather odd way of trying to find a new wife. It's not nothing kinky or dirty or it's just a little strange. Just nothing too that you would. I mean, it's just a little odd. He holds auditions for his next wife, and he does it in this TV studio with a friend of his, and they kind of look these women over, and maybe it's not the greatest way of doing it, but he meets one, and he kind of likes her, and that's it. It's a kind of a love story. And then shit gets really weird. Really weird. And that's all I'm going to say. Let's see. He also made one called 13 Assassins, which is really good. Samurai movie. Good one. He made one too, I watched yesterday, called Teriyaki Western Django, which has really Quentin Tarantino's in it. It's a really good send-up to spaghetti westerns. I guess you call it I try to say Japanese spaghetti western. At the end, it's weird because it has all the elements of a spaghetti western, and in the end, after the big fight scenes and all the blood and all the gore, there's a little boy left, and in the end, it says whatever his name is. It says he grows up and he moves to Italy and he becomes Django. It's like, whoa, cool. How cool is that? For you spaghetti western fans, you might know who that is. And I recommend any spaghetti western. They did a real good. They do great job. They did great jobs with our westerns in Italy. I much prefer them too. I like a lot of American westerns too, but spaghetti westerns were great. Let's see, a movie called Outrage, which is a Japanese gangster movie. Basic plot of it is two feuding parts of Yakuza. If you know what Yakuza is, it's the Japanese mafia. Feuding family sort of thing. Try to keep the family from falling apart. One I watched from Korea, Man from Nowhere. Kind of long, but real good. Real good. Another one of those detective things. And one I found all these on Netflix. So one I found from the 20s, a silent movie called Diary of a Lost Girl, starring Louise Brooks, directed by G.W. Pabst. Louise Brooks made 3 movies with him in the 2020s, I think. This one was made in 20C. This one was made in 29. They had talkies, but he chose to keep it silent, and it's really good. So those are Bill's movie suggestions for the week. Maybe we'll come back next week and give you some more suggestions. If you got Netflix, you hadn't seen it, I would recommend, if you got the time and want to invest in it, I would invest in Lost. I caught up at it, just never watched it when it was on. Caught up with it. It's a great story to see when there's no commercials. Wonderful. Saw the same thing with Breaking Bad, caught up with it. I cannot bring myself to watch the last season while it's on now. I really want to. I really want to see what happens, but I just don't want to put up with breaking in trying to sell me a car. I can't do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to make myself wait until it comes on Netflix. Then I can see the whole thing I can watch it and without interruption. And it's going to be great. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth not seeing. Everybody else can find out what happens. You can put up with the commercials. Me, I'm going to wait. So anyway, that's that, and we shall see you next week. Thank you for listening. This has been the Voice of Harrisburg for the week of July the 28th. Good night.